Right, Hero Comics here on another episode of Hate we'll talk about transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail, a bunch of different negative comments from basically I reacting to a bunch of negative, mostly negative comments that I screen capped from YouTube and DeviantArt, mostly from YouTube and DeviantArt. Uh, those comments are negative comments are in reaction to the comments that mostly likely negative comments that I put on the art, the videos and art posts of these people who are trying to talk about these deviant lifestyles, of the benefits of these deviant lifestyles. Trigger warning words like penis, vagina, uterus, ovaries, testicles, and vulva will be used in these videos. I am a Bible believing Christian, so I say I take you off. There are people that say they're Christian but don't believe in the Bible, but they say I take you off. There are people that say that God is evil, which is wrong, or that God does not exist, which is wrong, and then when they say we take you off. The people that say that they say they're Christian but don't believe in the Bible, that stuff really messes them up. So let's continue on here. No screen caps, no names or icons will be shown or talked about, except for mine, of course, to avoid basically slander. But yeah, no, because it's not about it's not about who said what, it's about what's been said by people who believe in these horrible ways. So let's continue on. Chipflake from YouTube is a girl from North Ovaries who may have drawn a male character, but now she has made a video asking, "Am I a boy or a girl?" She is born with ovaries, so she's a girl, but she wants to say she has a trans flag as part of her icon, as part of her thumbnail in her video. I really don't like that flag. And so, I say you want to be a man, but there's no need for that. You are you, and you have a female body. Simple as that. She is a girl from North Ovaries. She's also Chipflake, though. A unique individual who deserves to be a person North Ovaries. That's what she needs to be working on, but she's not doing that. And that stuff. And someone says, he's a man. No, she's a woman. He's a man indeed. Oh, she's a woman indeed. And someone says he doesn't want. He doesn't want. He already is. He's already a man, according to what she says. Ignore the physical evidence to the contrary. Your comment is just transphobic. No, it's telling the truth. He has a female body because I mean she's a girl. Doesn't mean he's female. But yes, it does. Yes, it does. They're getting confused here. Plus, it has to prove that trans people carry the brains of the gender they feel. Sometimes. Not all the time. Do it. The ends when women's brains are different looking. Sometimes. Anyway. And someone says, Gordon Ramsay carrying the anti-hate comment relies, let it go. Says something, some weird thing. I don't give a that. Someone says, yeah, it's clean. I was like, no. Oh yeah, no, that's a name. Like, good thing they did not say the whole name. Yeah, they can look different, but they are still brains. She was born with ovaries, so she is a woman. Yep, done. They don't like that. So continue on. She is a woman. Continue on. I don't know. No, that question mark. They identify as a man, so they're lying about being male. Done. Man is male and female are not identities; they're biologies. Identifying as a biology is a lie. So don't do that. Here. And yes, I'm using they, them pronouns just in case I offend anyone. I don't really care about defending anyone with, the proper pronouns. The right pronouns that tell the truth about what the biological sex they are. So she is a she. So yeah, sorry. There you go. I use them when I don't know what the person's identified as. I say she may try to identify as biology, but it won't work. This isn't science. This is one thing I wish to come true, but it never will. Anyway. He is himself, and he is a boy. No, she's a girl. She is herself. She is a girl. Sorry. Someone says, not lies, it's truth. No, that's truth. That's lies. Revenge ourselves based on lies. Continue on. And same person says, your entry's channel is dedicated to transphobia. Dang. Yeah. So they the truth against this bullcrap. Continue on. Some person says, I'll never accept you for being a transphobic piece of stuff. Do it. So says, agreed. I say, it's sad when there's a sad day when truth is seen as a lie and lies are seen as truth. You want to hear? And then someone was hating. Okay, there was a video where a young man, or a man, full-grown man, person more testicles, full-grown man was talking about his first experience seeing birth, a woman giving birth. Uh, they basically these the teachers apparently did not prepare them well, prepare these children well for this experience, because what happened was they I think just showed them a video of this woman giving birth. So what happened was you had this woman. He goes through this thing. It's a fun animated, a silly looking animated, silly fun animated thing that he did tells about. And he basically was like, okay, I was in like grade school, like fifth, sixth grade or something like that. Maybe a little older, younger, maybe a little older, who knows? But whatever the case is, he was around, yeah, a pretty young age, but old enough that it apparently was time to learn about the birds and the bees. So, got time? Yeah. So he's like, yeah, they took us, the teachers took us to the movie room or whatever, to this room and showed a movie. And the video showed this woman whose stomach was really big, like way too big, not like I don't know why it was so big. I'm like, oh yeah, because she was pregnant. Did they not? They didn't tell you about that? No, apparently not. Anyway, so they're way too big. Then she started feeling, she basically she started having pain, like a horrible pain, and she basically was lying on a bed, and then we saw something coming out of her, and it was just stuff, blood everywhere, because it was terrible. Oh my gosh, like, okay, they did not brief, they tell these children, show these children, they didn't prepare the children like they should have, and I said, and someone said, "This is horrible." I'm like, and I say, but the result is beautiful." And then so the same person says, "I don't think so." And I say, "Well, it is. Well, after it is cleaned up, after the baby's cleaned up, yes." And someone says, "No, I mean about the idea of making kids in general. It's selfish." I'm like, "Oh boy." And I say, "How can it be? You made a new person you now have to sacrifice to take care of." That's not selfish. That's awesome. Important to do. So we stay. On the planet. Don't die out. Continue on. And someone says, overpopulation, climate change, pollution, violence that keeps growing all around the world, and no time for yourself or for what? Or for your relationship. Your body is ruined by pregnancy and giving birth. You have to spend all your money doing stuff for this. You're like that. I'm like, yeah, certain things are, have issues, yes. But I say it's possible. They could also, oh yeah, and the person, you have no guarantee that that person that you just, brought into the world will turn out to be a good person, basically what they're saying. And I said, yeah, it's possible, but they could also choose to be amazing and help the world become a better place. Also, we are not overpopulated. There are places but there are plenty of places, room in the deserts and tundras and in the ocean and in the sky. That's the issue. People are saying, "Oh, we're overpopulated." Don't know. But I'm like, no. There are places like in Australia that it takes 2 hours to go from one house to another. To drive from one house to another because they're so far apart. If we were populated, there would not be a problem. There'd be like thousands and thousands of houses. So we can put places there. Antarctica, there's a few places, but not Antarctica. That's well, maybe there's a few places, but they're not there because they have to live there. They can't live anywhere else. They're there because for research. So Alaska, all kinds of other places that are basically there are no places, no houses, nothing. I said in the ocean, we can definitely we're learning to make places in the ocean for people to live in. Of course, we can have people in the sky, and in space, space stations and whatnot. We can do that. We're learning how to do that. So it's basically we're not overpopulated. People say we are because they see there's people in like New York. You see downtown New York City. You see thousands of people all huddled together, walking around. Yeah, that place is overpopulated, but it's not the same everywhere. Okay, that's the problem with this stuff. People are freaking out over that, and they need to be careful with that stuff. So on here, the sky. What's next here? And someone said, "What kind of human can live in a tundra, ocean, or in the sky?" Like, humans, normal ones, adventurous ones, actually. Yes, I'll say see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube and DVR. Continue this conversation.